So after careful consideration, I just realized that there's a plot going on, and the plot is against Jackie. Think about it. They've been trying to get rid of Jackie since last season and couldn't do it. I believe bringing in Chantel and having her have all the girls on her side is a way to not only ice Jackie out, but probably make her quit. I don't know. It might be a conspiracy theory, but either way, is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beef for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, bake with a quick little juice or whatever the case may be. And we are here discussing Basketball Wives LA, girl. Season 12, don't remember the episode, don't really matter because we about to get into it. And before we get into the episode, I had saw something on Twitter, and I don't know how true it is. It's kind of a screenshot that was put or posted to Twitter, and I brought it to you guys, and I want to know what you think about this. So let me go and grab it. So this is the little screenshot I saw, and it's from the Jasmine brand, allegedly. And it basically says that there's an exclusive about Basketball Wives ending this season with no reunion and no return. Now, I saw at the very end of this episode, it looks like Jackie and Chantel may possibly get into a physical altercation. And I don't know if that could be why this announcement is being made. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out later. Maybe we won't. I don't even know if this is actually true. I'm just sharing what I saw on social media. But when I saw this, I wanted to bring it to you guys and see what you thought. So there was a little bit of the article that I want to read to you, and y'all let me know what you think. It says, sad news for hoping for a nice conclusion to the last season of #Basketball Wives. The Jasmine brand exclusively reports that season 12 will allegedly end with no reunion special. While resources tell us that it's highly unlikely the ladies will come together to reflect and possibly hash things out, it's unclear why the reunion was reportedly axed. This season, the drama was especially intense. Viewers watched former besties Jennifer Williams and Evelyn Lozada have a few heated exchanges, and newcomer Chantel Christie Jeffries' crazy dispute with her mom Jackie Christie. If the season does end with no official conclusion, it will mark the first time the reality series wraps without filming a reunion. Would you be disappointed without a reunion for Basketball Wives season 12? So that's what I read, and I don't know how true it is. Like I said, I just got it from Twitter. But if this is true, it will make sense as to what's happening on the season. This stuff with Jackie and her daughter is going to end really bad. I think Jackie kind of knew that at the beginning, but maybe things happen outside of her control that has Chantel on this show, and it looks like this is going to be really bad. And I hate this for Jackie. I even hate it for Chantel. But if this news is true, I would really think that it has everything to do with Chantel and Jackie's situation. And it's unfortunate that we had to watch it and watch it all play out. But either way, drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Let's get into the episode. So yeah, girl, what I was saying, oh yeah, Basketball Wives. So let's get back into my conspiracy theory. My theory is this. Remember, Evelyn came from Basketball Wives Miami, right? That was a thing, then it went kaput. Evelyn and Tammy and everybody came over to LA, but Evelyn wanted to own the series like she owned it in Miami. And I believe that ever since she got there, they have been doing things whenever they couldn't really focus on other people to basically either ice Jackie out or get Jackie to quit or do something crazy. I believe that. Even last season, it was a whole thing about Jackie being a prostitute and all this other stuff. But I think between Nostrils O'Neal and Evelyn Lozaya, I believe they are plotting to get Jackie up out of there. Because one thing Evelyn knows, she may be reality TV gold and she may go down in reality TV history. But whenever anybody and everybody thinks of Basketball Wives LA, they will always and forever think of Jackie Marie Christie. Okay? Anyway, so we got a lot to discuss, though. That was my conspiracy theory. We got Chantel going back and forth with her mom, freaking out. Jackie being wrong in some instances. We gonna get into that. Evelyn finally checks Denise, is that her name? Lonzo Ball, baby mama. Thank God. She said everything that we were thinking. And for the first time, I wanted Evelyn to book somebody and she did it. Shout out to Evelyn. We're going to get into that. It's a lot going on. Ming and this back and forth with Ty. I'm not doing it. It's just a mess. We got a lot going on. Y'all grab your things. Get your liquor, your earbuds, your Zyle, everything you need. Grab your things and let's get on into the episode. So now the episode opens up. Jennifer goes to see Brandy. They're out in Hawaii and she's over in her room and she's trying to dish to her to tell her what happened last night after the big blow up between Jackie and Chantel, where Jackie ends up running out of the restaurant and leaving Chantel there and everybody loses their mind. So she's going over there to tell Jennifer what had happened when she went down there to go talk to Jackie. Now, Jennifer starts to tell Brandy that she went by Jackie's room after everything settled and she went to check on Jackie. And when she talked to Jackie, she was like, look, girl, I get it. You don't want to do it in front of the cameras, but you should probably find some way somehow to talk to your daughter. At the end of the day, she feel away, you feel away. Y'all need to hash it out. According to Jennifer, she says Jackie told her that she don't have no problem talking to Chantel, but the only way she do it is if it's on her YouTube or her podcast or something. And so Brandy was like, girl, what? And rightfully so, this is where I agree with Brandy and Jennifer. This is messed up. I would die if my mother would want to capitalize off of a conversation that we need to have in private. Let's really be clear about that. If this is true, in the context in which we hear that Jackie said this, Jackie is a low-down, dirty slum. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think Jackie is mother of the year. I do believe Jackie have a lot of flaws, and I do believe that Chantel may have some legitimate gripes. But if we really being honest, the testimony of Jackie's older daughter alone tells us everything we needed to know about her parenting. Mind you, she's been on the road most of the time with her husband. So she hasn't even really been there for real for these kids. So I'm telling y'all, it's possible and plausible that Jackie is just this cutthroat to want to have the conversation on YouTube. Or is it something else? With Jackie Christie, you will never, ever know. Now, Jennifer gets in the confessional to tell us that she thinks that this is kind of crazy that Jackie would even say something like that, especially that you being the mother, having an issue with your daughter. Like, come on, man, going on a YouTube platform or any platform, this is crazy. But I was thinking, when you peel back the layers to this whole situation, y'all trying to get her to do it on the Basketball Wives platform. So is Jackie truly wrong for saying, I'd rather do it on my own? Either way is messed up, but I'm just asking. Child, we'll see. Let's move on. So moving to the next scene, Chantel is on the phone with Lil Doug. That's Doug's son, her brother. And she's talking about how she tried to confront Jackie. She said, but Jackie ran away. And Doug was like, yeah, it's messed up because y'all need to have the conversation. Now, what I'm hearing from Doug's voice is there's some mutual frustration here with Jackie. Again, not taking no responsibility or accountability away from Jackie. She probably wasn't the best mama. I just think the way Chantel handled things could be a bit better to say that it's still her mother. But neither here nor there. She makes this call and she's just like, I don't know. She gonna keep running from me all over the doggone place and she don't need to run. She need to just have the conversation. And I am very curious to know if Chantel genuinely wants to have a conversation with her mother or if Chantel just wants to make a spectacle on this show. Moving on. So now Ming has planned a outing for the girls, some water sports or water activities or whatever. And even though they're going to the same place, they're doing two separate activities. So since Chantel and Jackie is beefing, she separated the girls into groups. Now in Jackie's group, she's got Ming. And Ming is in the back asking Jackie how she feeling since last night. And Jackie was acting all cool. Like, oh, girl, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm feeling refreshed. Just happy to be here. Now, this ticked off Lonzo Ball, baby mama. And she was like, so you don't feel nothing about last night? Like nothing matters to you? And Jackie was like, I'm good. See, what happens is Lonzo Ball wants to get a rise out of Jackie and she's not going to get it. Listen, I do not believe that Brittany and this girl have anything personal against Jackie. I don't know what this girl's motive is. I do know Brittany has a lot of projection issues going on. I don't know if she's just being messy. I don't know why this girl is even here. It's giving me Fed spy tease. But either way, this girl is insistent on jumping in Chantel's business as if she's been knowing her for 30 years. Talking about Jackie just doesn't care. You can see she doesn't care. And as a mother, girl, mind your business, okay? And I can't wait for Evelyn to book you because it's high time. Long overdue. I don't even know why you here. Why ain't we digging in her business yet? Child, this girl is the most annoying I've seen on TV. Moving on. So now Evelyn, Brittany, Chantel, Brandy, and I can't remember who else, they do their water sport. And Evelyn is going to take this time to pull Chantel aside at some moment and talk to her about the rumor that she was trying to be messy, asking for information from Denise. Now, on the other side, they go and do this underwater snorkeling with Jackie thing. I think it's like 10 feet deep underwater bike riding, girl. I don't know what the hell he was doing. But either way, they going over there and do that. Jackie don't want nothing to do with it. But on the way there, there's a conversation that definitely needs to be had. And this is where the mess starts to pop off. So boom, while they on this boat, Jackie is still kind of playing it off, acting like everything is all cool and everything is good in the neighborhood. And people can kind of see right through it. So I can't remember how, but Jackie ends up asking the girls, do they think she loves her daughter? Now, why Jackie would ask these girls this, I don't understand, because I don't think it matters. But when you're superficial, Jackie Christie, you would care about stuff like this. Hey, so what do you believe? What do you believe? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? This was very immature of you, Jackie. I didn't like this. So after Jackie asked who all believe that she loves her daughter, basically Jennifer was like, I believe you love your daughter, but I believe y'all have y'all ups and downs or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, I still believe you love your child. And that's the validation Jackie wanted on camera, if you ask me. Now, when she got to Ming was like, well, if I'm being honest, I feel like your daughter has issues that you refuse to listen to, and you're not sitting down trying to figure out the issue with your daughter. And to me, that tells me that there's a lot of issues there. Now, my thing is this with Ming. Ming, it sounds like she's listening to everything that Chantel has said. Whatever Chantel has told her about her relationship with her mother, it seems to me that's what Ming is using for her view of this situation. Now, Ming goes on to tell Jackie that she never wants to sit down and talk nothing out. All she wants to do is just jump up and leave. She said, you do this little dance, and here's her talking about the dance. She's saying you just throw your arms up and you start flailing around talking about you going home. She was like, that's what you do every time. You never sit down and have the conversation. Now, I'm not going to lie. One thing I will say is when Ming gave her response, it seemed like she was just basically repeating whatever Chantel had said. And it sounded like she had chosen a side, and the side was Chantel. And that makes sense because Ming is new. But the older girls, that's different, but it's still kind of messed up. And honestly, I'm with Jackie. Jackie was like, girl, they wanted to get a rise out of me. They want me to get on this camera, show my natural black, you know what, and act a fool. She was like, and I'm not going to do that because that's my child. And it's different. And I literally don't understand why, especially Evelyn, but other people can't understand that. Like, nobody wants to air something like that out for everybody to just kind of pick apart and literally tear their own relationship up. It don't make sense. So the girls do their adventures, and afterwards, Brandy pulled Evelyn aside to talk to her and basically tell her that she spoke to Jackie, and Jackie said she don't mind talking to Chantel, but only if she's on YouTube or her podcast. Now, according to Evelyn, this is the worst thing ever. She was like, oh my God, I'd never do this to my daughter. Jackie is so wrong. How could she do this? And while I agree with Evelyn that it is wrong to basically want to monetize something like that, I feel like it's not coming from a genuine place. What I believe is Evelyn is using this as fuel. Although she want to play it off to Chantel like she wasn't being messy, she was absolutely being messy. She don't care about Chantel nor Jackie. This is Evelyn Lozada we talking about. The same Evelyn Lozada who's pulling Chantel aside to literally tell her what she just heard from Brandy. Now, I don't know if off camera they decided, hey, I'm going to tell you and then you go tell Chantel, because I do know with production, that type of stuff happened. But I'm telling you, from a standpoint of a viewer, it was hella messy of Evelyn to literally get some information and turn right back around and tell it to Chantel. So she asked Chantel to come off to the side and have a conversation with her. And Chantel was like, I bet. So when Evelyn gets her over by herself, she was like, listen, I pulled you aside because I want you to know that I heard the rumors of me being messy and trying to get information out of Denise. But I want you to know none of that is true. I was being genuine. I like Denise. I was talking to Denise. I wasn't being messy. And there's a situation there. But I want you to know from me, it was literally nothing like that. But See, this is the thing. When it comes down to Chantel, Chantel is not here for real friends. I believe that Chantel is simply and solely here to embarrass her mother. That's what this is all about. And Evelyn coming over here pleading the fifth with Chantel is just to have a way in, because right now she's on an island because the big three, allegedly, accordingly, ain't messing with her. So she's trying to make sure she have a way in, especially a way into the mess. And Chantel cannot see that. So then Evelyn goes on to tell Chantel that she spoke to Jennifer, and Jennifer told her that when she spoke to Jackie, Jackie said she'd only speak to Chantel if they spoke on YouTube. Now this is causing Chantel to lose her mind. In her words, crash out. And the part that got me the most was Evelyn acting like she was so sorry to have to deliver this news to Chantel because she don't want this to happen. Evelyn has been very vocal on how Chantel shouldn't speak to her mother ever again. So I'm not buying that. So anyway, Chantel starts to crash out, or at least say she's gonna crash out, and was like, I need answers. Where's Jennifer? Somebody help me. Did she really say that? OMG, I can't believe she did that. But this is my question. What's the difference between the Basketball Wives platform and the YouTube? And the reason I'm asking that is because in this episode, as we'll see here in the future, Jackie spoke about how she spoke to you and seen the grandkids and you in between Vegas and now. But on the show, y'all acting like y'all hadn't spoken months. Yet and still, instead of having a conversation with your mother one-on-one, you decide to wait till we get on film with Basketball Wives to want to confront her in Hawaii. Honestly, if you ask me, Chantel is her mother's twin. She's her mother 2-bit chance. She is her mother's mirror. They are two of a kind. Chantel is just as bad as she wants us to believe Jackie is. If she is that bad. Period, point blank. Because there's not much difference between Chantel wanting to talk it out on Basketball Wives and Jackie wanting to talk it out on the YouTube. While I think as the mother, Jackie wanting to even bring it to any platform is messed up, and that tells me Jackie is not the best mother and probably is some of the horrible things Chantel says, it still don't make it better for Chantel to believe that she's in a better situation for wanting to discuss it on VH1. Girl, Chantel is just like her mama. Period, point blank. Now, after they disperse, Evelyn goes over to Brandy and Ming and tell them that she told Chantel what Jennifer said about Jackie wanting to have the conversation on YouTube. And both of those girls agreed that that was messed up. But Evelyn is trying to make it seem like she's doing this from a sincere place when she's not. And both Ming and Brandy agree, and they basically feel like they would be mortified as well. And honestly, I would too. So I get that. Jackie is 100% wrong. But that Evelyn, she has ulterior motives, and Chantel can't see it. All she's trying to do is get people on her island. Speaking of Chantel and the island, she goes over to Jennifer to ask for confirmation about what she heard from Evelyn. And Jennifer confirmed that yes, she did go speak to Jackie, and Jackie did say she would talk to her on YouTube. And this is making Chantel freak out because she just needs a reason to. But then Jennifer adds more to it and say, I never told anybody else this, but I also spoke to Jackie and she was talking about getting grandparents' rights. Basically saying that if you don't let her visit your kids, that she gonna come over there and get them kids anyway because she gonna give grandparents' rights. Now, let me be clear. I looked up the law, and in California, there is a thing called grandparents' rights. And those grandparents can not only get right to visitation, they can also get right to some levels of custody. So while Chantel want to freak out about her mother saying that, at the end of the day, it's very possible and plausible for it to happen to her. So she might want to tread light with Jackie Christie. Now, one thing I caught when she got her little yellow behind in this confessional was when she said, how is she gonna fight me for grandparents' rights when she ain't even raised her own kids? And remember, I told y'all from the beginning of this whole thing, Jackie was following her husband around the world. She ain't had time to raise no children. So Chantel is right about that. But another thing Chantel failed to mention, but we saw through the throwback, was that she has seen her mother between Vegas and now. As a matter of fact, according to Chantel, her mama came downstairs and said, hey, let me see my grandkids. Just popped out. And apparently the grandkids were seen. So my question remains, Chantel, if you really wanted to get clarity on your relationship with your mama, why you ain't had a conversation then? Why you wait till we get on Basketball Wives and then throw this fake hissy fit because your mama want to have the conversation on YouTube? There you go. Let's move on. So now Jennifer asked Chantel what she could do moving forward to help her in whatever her journey is. And Chantel basically asked Jennifer, like she told Evelyn, to pick a side. She said, you got to be mindful of the people you hang around and you need to pick a side. Girl, them people been knowing your mama for 20 plus years. What makes you think they going to stop dealing with their coworker because you and them having an issue? Please, Mella Yella, go lay down. So now the girls arrive for dinner and some tensions are still there because obviously Lonzo, bald baby mama, still feels some type of way about a woman she just met. And obviously Brittany feels some type of way because she can't take out her energy on her real mama. So now Lonzo, bald baby mama, was told by some people at the table like Ming that they like her and they actually like her more when she's outside of the big three. And she like, cause I'm effing cool. So then they asked who else feel like that. And Evelyn said, I feel like that too. I feel like outside of Brittany and the other girls, you really have your own mind. But when you with them, you get to acting dumb. You get to acting slow. So after the other girls agreed that she be acting funny when she's around them, she basically denied that it was going down. Now, when this was going down, my girl Chantel had just stepped in and was like, oh, what's going on? Why everybody got quiet on account of me? And Ming was like, girl, me and your mama been getting into it this whole time. Your mama done cussed me out, whoop-de-whoop. And then Jackie was like, nah, I ain't cuss you out. Tell her how you cussed me out. And I don't know why Jackie told her to say that, because this is where Ming decided she was going to put her line in the sand with Chantel. So Ming was like, Jackie, all I know is you a big deflector. You never want to talk to your daughter. She trying to have a one-on-one with you, but all you want to do is go on YouTube. And whenever she try to talk to you, you just throw your arms up in the air and get the flailing and running away like a child. And Jackie was like, oh, wow. And I think right then it sounded very familiar to Jackie. Maybe she heard Chantel say it. And to hear Ming say it, I think it kind of hit different and kind of hurt her a little bit. But she was like, oh, wow. So basically, Ming was telling Jackie that she's picking Chantel's side. She said, according to what she knows so far, she got to roll with the Chantel move. And Chantel was loving this. Remember, she just spoke to Evelyn. She just spoke to Jennifer. Now she has Ming on her side. Her whole thing is going according to plan. I think she was just getting like so excited knowing that she had these girls on her side. And not to mention, this girl, Brittany over here, is getting extra excited. And I'm with Brandy. Is y'all scissoring? Because the way Brittany been acting, it's been a lot over the top. Giving daggone on the low T's. You get it? So like always, Jackie was like, girl, I'm about to go. They trying to get me to get into it with my daughter. I'm not about to do this. I'm dipping. I'm done. I'm not doing this. And they trying to get her to stay. And look at Chantel. Well, you can go, Jackie. Jackie, just go. It's fine. Ain't nobody talking to you with that stupid ass shit. And I'm over here saying, girl, you really talk to your mama like that? On national TV, Jackie should have snatched her. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't condone violence. I don't condone bullying, but if Jackie would have snatched her, I wouldn't have been mad. I ain't gonna hold you. But Jackie decided to take the high road and go on and dip. Now, this is the problem I had here. While Chantel was yelling and screaming at her mama, we had Brittany over there talking about, go, Debbie, go, Debbie, go. Where is your mama? Why is Brittany not taking this vitriol out on her mama? Why is she taking all her vitriol for her mama out on Jackie? And why is Chantel allowing this? Girl, yeah, I can't. So Brandy and Ty get up to go check on Jackie. And obviously Chantel is annoyed because she don't want nobody to like her mama. Yeah, listen, like daughter, like mother, they are two of a kind, birds of a feather, girl. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. And Brandy's whole thing is she's going to go talk to Jackie to see if there's any way she can speak to her daughter. Now, while Brandy is staying out of it, she's trying to be a friend to Jackie as a mother and say, hey, look, you maybe should look at it a different way. Because at the end of the day, this is your child. So now Chantel has everybody at the table on her side. Everybody is team Chantel because Chantel has pitched a hissy fit and did all these things. And now everybody feels like Chantel is in the right. Now, don't get me wrong. Jackie talking about it on her podcast makes her look like a horrible mother. And I can honestly see why people would side with Chantel in this situation. Not only that, this is solely Jackie Christie's fault. She has to be able to learn how to deal with her daughter. Period, point blank. But like I said before, the problem I have with Chantel is it's not coming from a genuine place. You're just here to be nasty and mean to your mama. And I'm not backing that for no reason. Period, point blank. So now Brandy and Ty go into the room to talk to Jackie and see if they can kind of get her to come back out. But I don't think it's going to work because Jackie understands reality TV. She understands production. And she also understands that they trying to get her to crash out on her daughter. So Jackie basically tells the girls, listen, this is no shade to y'all. It's just that y'all want me to fight my daughter and I'm not going to do that. So according to Jackie, she said she'd rather just leave it alone altogether and walk away from every interaction. I think that's the best until it doesn't work anymore. Now, Brandy is trying to plead with Jackie to go out there, talk to her daughter, but Jackie wants no parts. As a matter of fact, Jackie ends up leaving both of them. She said, I'm not going to put you out. She said, but I'm definitely going back into my suite and talk to my husband and get up out of here. She was like, but what I'm not going to do is sit here and deal with y'all. Now, I found out later on when Ty was speaking about being in the room with Jackie, this scene where Jackie walks to her bedroom suite and says she's not going to kick them out. Apparently, Brandy isn't there. Now, I don't know if she left or if Jackie kicked her out, but she ain't there. So now the girls are still back at the table talking about how Denise is different when she's not around Brittany and the rest of the girls. And Brittany was like, well, she speaks her mind. She's doing what she wants. Anybody that follows somebody that's like Brittany have to be slow. There's nothing other than that. And Chantel is in her feelings because she feels some type of way that Brandy and Ty went to go and check on Jackie. What does she expect them to do? Like, hate Jackie because her and her mama beefing? This is a genuine question. Like, I really want to know. When Brandy get back to the table, Brittany's over there scuffing and acting crazy. And she tells Brandy that Brandy basically went running behind Jackie, tucking her tail between her legs because she just want to kiss Jackie's behind. Brandy feels like, girl, I'm not doing all that. I went to check on my friend as I should. But Brittany doesn't understand this and asks Brandy to break it down to her like she's a 5-year-old. And Brandy sensed the energy and was like, you know what? I'm not doing this with you, Brittany girl. Go ahead on and lay down. You and your hijab. Period, point blank. And while this is going on, Chantel is getting even more annoyed because somebody actually cares about her mama. Period, point blank. I don't care what nobody say. Chantel don't like that people like her mama. Something wrong with that girl. So Brittany calls Brandy a bitch, and then Brandy was like, girl, don't throw the bitches because I can throw them too. And could you believe that Brittany got in there talking about Brandy picks and chooses? I meant to say that last episode if I didn't, but she spoke about Brandy having picks and chooses, which I never saw that. I mean, Brandy did go against Shawnee O'Neal, but according to Brittany, she says Brandy have these picks and chooses and she's lost all respect. Girl, who respects you? Men nor women respect you, girl. Let's move on. So like I say, the girls are trying to figure out what's going on the next day. And Ming says she got some water activities or a boat ride. I can't remember. But either way, all the girls decided that they will vote on the fact that Jackie can't come. And this is all off the strength of Chantel don't want her there. Now, Evelyn not wanting her to come, that makes sense because Evelyn never really liked Jackie. But all the rest of the girls, it was giving very fake. Brandy especially. It was giving fake. I ain't like that part. But the gag on them is Ty ends up going down to Jackie's room anyway and inviting her on the boat. So Jackie will definitely be on the boat. She says she gonna come. She ain't coming for no craziness, but if she gotta come, she pulling up. Shout out to Ty with her little messy tail self. So now, when it's time to get to the boat adventure, the girls get there and they don't realize it, but Jackie Christie is on the way. All the girls are lined up. Chantel is so excited because she's finally got everybody on her side, and everybody hates her mother, Jackie Christie, until Jackie Christie shows up. Now, Evelyn sitting there with the fake smile was really driving me. Ming, all the rest of these girls, Brandy, because y'all literally voted Jackie off the island the night before at dinner, and I didn't forget it. I hope Jackie didn't quit. I swear, I think this is a plot to get her up out of there. So on the boat they go. Everybody's having a great time. They got drinks. It's liquor. It's shots going around. Everybody's good up until they're not, because apparently Jackie got motion sickness issues. I don't know. All I know is the camera panned around and Jackie was over there laying down acting like she was sick. Now, I don't know if Jackie was truly sick, but if I'm going to go with what Jackie is saying and saying that she's sick, she just need a little drama meme to shake her back. She going to be just fine. You know what I'm saying? And while that's happening, everybody's talking about Jackie like she's not there. And basically, Chantel is just like, oh, yeah, she's just avoiding me. She doesn't want to talk to me, but she'd rather talk on YouTube. I'm like, but you'd rather talk on Basketball Wives. Like, don't do that. So Ming turned around and asked Ty who invited Jackie on the trip to the boat. And basically Ty was like, I did. And now they looking at Ming like she should be responsible, or at least Chantel. So you're responsible for Jackie. Jackie is a grown-ass woman and your mama. Put some respect on her name, you little heifer. But either way, Jackie was able to shake back. And Jackie said, you know what? Couple more drama means she was good to go. She was like, but at the end of the day, her family situation is her family situation. She love her daughter. And like she said, girl, that's my child. When Denise asked her when the last time she spoke to Chantel, and Jackie had to tell Denise, girl, I recently just saw my child. That's mine. She don't block me. She come from me. I think that really cracked her face. But ultimately, it tells us that there's more to this story than Chantel is leading on. Chantel wants us to believe that she just hates her mom and they have zero relationship. But it seems to me that there's so much more going on behind the scenes than Chantel wants us to know. And that tells me also Chantel is doing this for clout. Now, moving to the next scene, I haven't done any research on this, but I heard that one of Chantel's gripes growing up was the fact that her mama put her into modeling so young. And if that is true, I would wonder why she would turn around and put her son into it. But either way, she got him a contract and she meeting up with Ty. Now, she's going to try to talk to Ty because she needs Ty on her side, like she got Brandy, Brittany, Evelyn, Denise, who else? She got everybody on her side. So she's trying to tell Ty that Ty need to watch the company she keep. Now, mind you, Ty's a grown woman, but Ty also feel like they ganging up on Jackie and it's not cool. It's literally not. And can I say, from my own personal opinion, any person that actively have somebody or try to get people to go against their mother or their child is automatically a red flag to me. I don't care what happens. But if you actively seek people to go against your mother or your child, you're automatically not good to me. I just don't trust you. And that's kind of what I'm getting with Chantel. Moving on. So now it's time for dinner, and Chantel has issues once again. She is the Grinch. Remember, I told y'all that. And this time she wants to know why nobody is holding Jackie accountable and why everybody just sweeps everything under the rug. And I'm with Ming and Ty. Girl, that's what we do around here. It's a whole lot that be going on, but if it don't have to be addressed for show, we typically kind of like move around and be professional and be cordial. See, that's something these new children don't know nothing about because they don't have no professionalism. Damn kids. So then Evelyn message self was like, well, is that what you and Ty is doing? Is y'all coexisting? Like, what's tea with that? And let me tell you something. I'm not spending a whole segment on Ty and no doggone Ming, because they not going to run me crazy. Ming apparently got a dude tattooed on her. Ty had already saw it. Ty confronted her about it at the table. Ming tried to say she wasn't in a relationship. Yes, she got a dude tattooed on her. Ty feel like basically she playing games because while she over there acting like she want to be friends, she really want to be more than friends because she be acting like she want to be more than friends. And I've seen that on the show. And basically the gist of it is Ming want her cake and eat it too. She want the emotional relationship from Ty and the zit from the nigga. You get it? Now, I must say, I don't like how Ming be trying to make it seem like Ty is just running behind her and there's no emotional connection from her side. Kind of like basically Ty is just like stuck on her. And Ming has been doing this to make it seem like she's moved on and Ty hasn't. But the fact of the matter is, Ming ain't no damn moved on. So now Ming brings up the fact that she feels Brittany owes Brandy an apology for calling her a bitch. Like basically it was unwarranted. You felt some type of way about Jackie and then you kind of took it out on Brandy. But according to Brittany, she said she don't owe Brandy nothing. She said everything goes through Allah or something like that and she don't owe Brandy nothing. Now I'm not going to hold you. Brittany has gotten away with too much in this hijab. She just has. In or out the hijab, Brittany has gotten away with too much. Brittany want to curse people out, threaten to drag them and all that stuff. And then when it's time to be confronted, it's respect, do I lie and all of that. Girl, bye. And she lucky Brandy has turned a new leaf. Because I feel like the old Brandy probably would have snatched her, which she would have been well within her rights. But basically, Brittany said she ain't telling Brandy she's sorry because she don't owe Brandy nothing. And Brandy, for you to even entertain the idea of getting the I'm sorry from this girl is asinine because this is the fact. When Brandy said that she questions everything about Brandy, including her even converting into being a Muslim and running behind Kevin Gates, that tells me that Brandy is not out of touch, or at least as out of touch as we thought she was. She thinking the same thing we thinking. And that's what Brittany did, in my opinion. Basically used that religion thing as a way to get away in with Kevin Gates. And once that went kaput, she's over with it and she's through with it, throwing it away. And I think that's very disrespectful. And I'm not even a Muslim, but people really hold their faith in religions real close. And for Brittany to be playing in and out them people's religion like that, I think that's messed up. But Brandy ends up asking Brittany, hey, I get it, you converted over to Muslim and all that stuff, but what makes you think that you could call me out my name while you practicing your so-called religions? And I'm just kind of paraphrasing. But according to Brittany, Brittany said, like I said earlier, hamdulillah, whatever she said, she done gave the praises to them, and she don't owe Brandy no apology. Now, according to Brandy, she said, I don't know what that means, but girl, God working on me like he need to be working on you. Now, this is when Lonzo Ball baby mama jumps in talking about, but she tried to offer you clarity, and when you didn't want the clarity, she decided to just move around. And this is where I'm over here with Evelyn. Girl, this don't have nothing to do with you, Elvis Presley. What? Now, Brandy was like, look, little girl, I'm over here talking to Brittany, and I am not talking to you. Let me say this. This is the worst big three of all time. This is worse than the Three Stooges, I swear. So look, Alonzo Ball, baby mama. Well, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. And if she offered you clarity, then what makes you think you deserve clarity now if you didn't want the clarity before? Because clarity, you take Claritin for your allergies, and clarity is for Claritin Clear. And I'm like, what? So, girl, this prompts Evelyn to jump up, and I say for the first time, thank God. Evelyn said, girl, you know what? I am sick and tired of you. As a matter of fact, we all sick and tired of you. We don't even know you. All we know is every time you turn around, you coming up, rumbling up some stuff. Like Evelyn said, this is between them two, and you button yourself in where you have no business. Like literally mind your business. Nobody knows you and nobody likes you outside of your whack ass big three. Oh, thank you, Lord. I'm so glad Evelyn said it because it had to be said. Now, according to Lonzo Ball, baby mama, she's talking about nobody likes you and I don't have a voice, so I can't speak. So nobody likes you. But like I said, we literally know nothing about this woman except that she allegedly has a child for Lonzo Ball. We don't know nothing about her, but she continued to input herself in everybody else's business. And this is why Evelyn was well within her right to tell her to shut the F up and mind her mother effing business. Because none of this has anything to do with her, yet and still she's always opening her mouth, just running her mouth. It's annoying, it's disgusting, it's giving, girl, go lay. So Denise tries to say that she only jumped in because Ming jumped in, but Ming says she only jumped in because Brittany was wrong for calling Brandy a bitch. Like, at the end of the day, you can't just go around cursing people out saying what you want to say. But Lonzo Ball baby mama don't think so. She disagrees, and like Ming said, so I could just say F you bitch, and then it's nothing. But see, it's different like that. And like Brittany said, she ain't saying she's sorry to nobody. But like I said, I wouldn't want an I'm sorry for her. I just want a good windmill. Or 2 or 3. You get it? So Ming gets annoyed and she's like, you know what? I am just over this so-called big 3. They are so lame. She said, I put this trip together to see if these girls could heal and try to come to Jesus and kind of get together and be cordial with each other. She was like, but with this big 3, I just cannot. And honestly, you will not because they can't even. They can't not. So I know you can't. So Po Ming ended up leaving her own trip and said she done had enough. And that was the end of the episode, child. What y'all think? Drop down in the comments, girl. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, girl. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.